Hello traders, and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, April 14th, 2023. Let's find out what's going on the Forex calendar today. Not too many overnight data for today. Nevertheless, there's plenty of data scheduled for release during the New York session. We got IEA monthly report at 10 o'clock. Then we got labor productivity at 10:30 from the UK, and then key data for today in form of the core retail sales from the US, scheduled for this at 2:30, together with the export price index, import price index, and retail sales. The retail sales in the US are expected to stay at the same level of minus 0.4%, so please watch out for any kind of surprise here. Manufacturing sales from Canada are scheduled for this at 2:30 as well, and then we have the industrial production and the business inventories from the US. We have the Fed Waller speech at 2:45, and at the 4 o'clock we got Michigan consumer expectations and the Michigan consumer sentiment index. Retail inventories excluding the autos data are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock as well. At the end of the day, we got the MPC member Tenreiro speech. This is of course the lady from the UK at 5:30. 7 o'clock we got the US Baker Hughes oil rig counts of the data for all of you crude oil traders, and 15 minutes past 8 p.m. we have German Buba President Joachim Nagel to give a speech as well, and at the end of the day is CFTC speculative positions release from various markets. So pretty intense New York session is ahead of us. Core retail sales and retail sales data are the most important data for today. So let's just focus on the US related pairs, and let's start with the euro dollar. So let's just switch to the euro dollar, and we are on the weekly chart of the euro dollar. Why we are looking at the weekly chart? Because we are of course about to close the weekly candle. As you can see, this candle is very strong. This is strong green candle with very poised for the very strong close. The last high during this movement to the upside was made at the level of 1.1033, and now we have the high at 1.1076, and the day is not over yet. So let's just find out where are we going with this rally to the upside. Let's find out what's going on the Fibonacci retracement level. So this is of course the great tool to see the potential points, potential target levels. We broke above the 50% of the Fibonacci, yeah, so that was 1.0938. Now we are heading towards 61. Let me just put it on the chart for you. So 61% is at 1.1276. So this is the level of the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement. That's the next target level for this movement to the upside. Nevertheless, please notice the fact that we are heading towards the extremely overbought market condition. Last time these conditions were seen in the middle of the December, and then in the middle of the August 2020 guys, 3 years ago. So most likely, as you can see, the extremely oversold market conditions might be present on the chart for the exterior period of time. So if there is no sharp reverse from the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement, this means that the market is positioning itself for the higher rally, even towards the highs of the January 2021. So we might see this kind of a momentum action here right? So we are going to be trading close to the level of 70, maybe a little bit above the level of 70 in a whipsaw mode, as the market will trend higher. So that's the weekly outlook. Of course, the lower time frames analysis is possible to view on the InstaForex web page. Let's find out what's going on the another US dollar related market. Let's try US dollar to the Japanese yen then. What do we have here? As you can see, is a market which is trying to bounce above the 100 periods moving average. Let me just take a look. Where is my other? There you go. This is 100 periods moving average. This is 200 periods moving, 50 periods moving average. None of these moving averages actually is the stronger one, because it depends on what market conditions you are analyzing the situation around this moving averages. What do we have here? Even if we can place a line here, as you can see, trend line, short-term trend line, then we can clearly see that we are still trending above this trend line around the 50 and 100 days moving average. Okay, nevertheless, there is no decisive breakout either to the upside or to the downside. If we zoom in, we can see that this level here works as a very specific market technical resistance at 133.77, and this is of course one of the lines. The other line is 134.06. so this is the zone that prevents the market to move higher. Moreover, we got the A, B and C wave on a daily time frame chart, so this is pretty much corrective as far as I can see. Okay, let me just label it for you guys. So this is A, B and C to the upside, looks corrective to me, which is why this market after making this simple correction might be heading lower. It's already slightly below 50 and 100 periods moving average. It's still above this lower trend line. Nevertheless, with that kind of momentum, it might be quite simple movement to the market participants, and this movement will be back to the downside. So please keep an eye on this trend line here, okay, as it develops, because any breakout in momentum below this trend line will likely result in an extended movement to the downside. The targets are 130.65, and of course the low from the March 2023, 129.66. That's the US dollar to the Japanese yen. Let's take a look at the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. And this is very interesting situation on a daily time frame chart, because we are approaching a very important technical support. This technical support is located, first one is on 1.3225, the other one is 1.3261. So those levels are of course the levels that needs to be tested very soon, and then might be either a bounce or a breakout. Right now the momentum to the downside is very strong. This momentum hits the level of 30, and of course this level might be of course it means that the market conditions are extremely oversold, so there might be some kind of a bounce. The question is whether this bounce will be strong enough to move for example above the local technical resistance located at 1.3405, and then eventually test the 150 periods moving average located around 155.26, 155.58. If this bounce will not be that strong, we can expect a breakout lower. That's the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. And last but not least, of course, let's talk about the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is rallying up. Rally continues. It's now over $30,000 easily. The last high was made $31,044. The momentum is strong. The momentum is positive. It looks like this market is right now trending higher. which means that the momentum might stay around the elevated levels for a longer period of time as market keeps moving higher. The one of the nearest targets for bulls is located at 32,300, and 70. This is of course the high from, I guess, last day of May 2022. So that might be a very interesting lever for the bears in order to increase the potential, let's say, activity, increase the volatility, as they will likely defend this level on a daily time frame chart. Just above this level, there's one more quite interesting level, which is a low. Let me just take a look. There you go. This is the low from the end of the January 2022, 32,839. So pretty nice supply zone. So please expect, if when the market will hit this level, it looks like it will one day. Please expect a higher volatility around this level because bears might defend it strongly. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.